In a distant future, in a gleaming metropolis of soaring spires and shimmering lights, there lived a kind-hearted queen who yearned for a child. Gazing upon the stars one evening, she wished for a daughter with skin as pure as snow and hair as black as the endless cosmos. Her wish was fulfilled, and she gave birth to a beautiful baby girl named Snow White. The joy was immense but fleeting, as the queen fell gravely ill and soon passed away, leaving the king to raise their beloved child alone. As years passed, the king remarried a woman of striking beauty but cold demeanor. This new queen was enthralled by her appearance and owned a holographic mirror powered by artificial intelligence that she consulted daily. Each day, she asked, "Mirror, mirror, made of light, who in the world is most bright?" The mirror always replied, "You are my queen." This constant affirmation fueled her vanity. Snow White blossomed into a gracious and stunning young woman, her beauty surpassing that of the queen. One fateful day, when the queen posed her usual question, the mirror responded, "Snow White is now the most radiant of all." Consumed by jealousy, the queen summoned a loyal cybernetic huntsman. "Take Snow White beyond the city's glow," she commanded, "and ensure she never returns. Bring me proof of her demise." The huntsman escorted Snow White to the sprawling outskirts where the city met the wilds. But as he prepared to fulfill his orders, he faltered. Her innocence moved him, and he decided to defy the queen. "Escape into the forest beyond," he urged. "I cannot harm you. Go, and never let the queen find you." Grateful and frightened, Snow White fled into the unknown. Venturing deeper, she discovered a hidden dwelling nestled within an ancient, overgrown structure. Inside, everything was scaled down and filled with intricate devices she had never seen before. Feeling safe at last, she tidied up the cluttered space and soon drifted into a peaceful sleep among the peculiar surroundings. As night fell, 7 dwarfs, brilliant engineers who maintained the city's overlooked mechanics, returned home. They were startled to find everything in order and a stranger asleep. Upon waking, Snow White shared her tale of peril. Moved by her story, the dwarfs welcomed her warmly. "You can stay here," they offered, "but beware of the queen. She will not rest until she finds you." Back at the palace, the queen's mirror revealed that Snow White was still alive. Enraged, she devised a sinister plan, blending science and sorcery to create a tiny robotic apple laced with a lethal code. Disguised as an elderly inventor, she ventured into the wilds and found Snow White alone. "Dear child," she said sweetly, "taste this marvelous fruit. It grants wishes with every bite." Enticed by the promise, Snow White accepted the gift. The moment she bit into the apple, the malicious code triggered, and she collapsed into a deep, unresponsive slumber. When the dwarfs returned, they were devastated to find Snow White lifeless. Despite their advanced knowledge, they couldn't revive her. With heavy hearts, they placed her in a transparent cryo-chamber to preserve her. Time passed until a young prince from a neighboring technocratic city arrived. He was captivated by Snow White's serene beauty and moved by the dwarf's sorrow. Determined to help, the prince used his city's cutting-edge biotech to neutralize the code that plagued her. Slowly, Snow White's eyes fluttered open, and life returned to her cheeks. Overjoyed, the dwarfs celebrated as Snow White expressed her gratitude to the prince. A deep connection formed between them, and they knew their lives were forever entwined. News of Snow White's revival spread quickly. The queen's treachery was uncovered, leading to her exile. Peace and harmony were restored to the kingdom at last. Together, Snow White and the prince invited the dwarfs to live with them in the palace, honoring their friendship and bravery. The kingdom flourished under their just and compassionate rule. "Thank you for being part of our incredible journey," Snow White said with a radiant smile. If our story touched your heart, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more adventures.